Hey guys, it's K-Rad here with an episode of Level Up Road. This is basically a series where I try to level up my Oni, try to get better, try to become a better player. This first match right here is versus a Sagat against a good friend of mine, Lucien888. He plays more of a zoning Sagat, so he's going to try and keep me out, which is actually pretty good for right now because I'm trying to feel things out right now and trying to try a couple of different things, so a lot of extra pressure isn't going to help that, at least not for me, not right this second. So anyway, this is the first match of the day. This is Saturday morning, so it's a little bit sloppy on both sides. You see a lot of jump-ins, which is something I'm trying to eliminate from my game. As you see, a lot of times he'll back up after he gets a couple of hits in and then try to make me come to him, which is fine for the time being. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to try and test out some various ranges and whatnot against Sagat. I'm trying to incorporate the target combos, both target combos, into my gameplay. You see one right there. I'm also trying to incorporate the light medium punch target combo into my gameplay as well. It seems to put him, the opponent at a decent distance to try to mix up at that point. Doesn't really have any priority, or I should say doesn't have any advantage really afterwards, but it puts me where I want to be. So I try to incorporate that a little bit, especially since it hits crouchers. The second target combo doesn't do that. But at the end there, he caught me with the knee. I was being a little bit sloppy, so that was my fault. At the beginning of this match, I tried to make sure that I didn't get too over aggressive. And you can see that I'm basically trying to punish as opposed to trying to go on the attack. I completely messed up with my my hurricane kick. I did it too early. I wanted to come down with it, use it more as a cross up, but I did it on my way up, so I just kind of floated in midair. I'm actually lucky I didn't get harder than I didn't get harder. So I got a couple of basic combos going in that round, which is what I'm trying. My main focus is right now trying to get the main combos in. When things start to get tough, I tend to forget all about that and go back into freestyle mode, which is what I want to avoid. I want to stay a little bit more disciplined because he's capable of such burst in. It's just kind of ridiculous. So he made his way in, he got his hit off, and now he's going to try and zone me out with the fireballs. I don't really want to get in a fireball wall with him, simply because Onis, in order to actually make any kind of real headway with it, I have to do the electric fireball, which even at full screen is really just not going to be that helpful. I would have to throw mines first, and it's not worth it. I had mistimed and misplaced my both of my palms there, my slashes, so I went right into him. It was an easy one to see come in, so not too shocked that I lost that match. Yeah, he played his game pretty well, and I just didn't do anything I needed to get around and get to him. So once again, I made it a point to not do too much, and he's getting a little bit over aggressive. And basically at this point I kind of figured I had it. I didn't actually realize I was as close to stun as I was, and then of course I go for a Raging Demon and I completely mess up. But then he gives me another one by going for Ultra, and I can't even dash. I mean, it was complete fail. I tried to dash and it just, I completely screwed it up. It was definitely me though. I just didn't input the dash right. Yes, you heard that right. I messed up a dash. That's the whole point of Level Up Road, trying to get better at doing a lot of these things. I probably should preface this, and I probably should have done this at the beginning. I've had my stick, or sticks, I have a couple of them, for probably close to a year or two now, but it wasn't really until recently that I attempted to really get used to using them. I've been using it pretty much steadily for the last month or two. But my gameplay hasn't exactly been super steady either, so it's slow going, but I do like using it, and I'm just trying to make sure I get better using it. So that Hurricane Cape right there was exactly what I was going for the first time, even though that one wasn't a cross-up. he caught me with that focus attack. I really was going for. I wanted to double tap him out of it with the jabs, and it didn't work. That was just another failure. And then of course I go for a grab right afterwards and catch an ultra. And at this point, I know I have to slow it down. I have to make him come to me because obviously I'm getting a little bit over my head here. He's got a life lead, and I don't want to end up giving him an easy like hard kick into Tiger Knee to kill me off. So I'm trying to keep my distance and trying to react to what he's doing. He definitely let me get away with that electric fireball. I should have taken massive damage there. So at this point, I'm waiting for a jump in. Like, I can feel it coming, and it came, and I completely whiffed on punishing it. But right here, he activates Ultra, and I knew I had him. It's like, as long as I don't mess up my Ultra activation, which I have done, especially with that double half circle one, then I knew I had him, and I managed to pull it off. But it was pretty close. I came very close to losing that match. Very, very close. Alright guys, here is the second match of the day. It is myself versus JJ Hustle. He's playing Balrog. Ultra 1. I'm still using Ultra 2. Ultra 2 usually gives you more damage. Only problem for me at the very least is that I have a hard time actually performing it in match. I tend to get an EX something as opposed to Ultra. Alright, so here we go. Now, this one shouldn't be nearly as sloppy as the previous one. He does bait out a couple of things that just were bad decisions, but I'm trying to stay grounded for the most part, trying to avoid my usual jumping in constantly. He does manage to get in on me a couple of times though. So Hurricane Kick worked pretty well for me in this match. Dragon Punch, however, did not. I had a bad habit of doing it when he wasn't near me or assuming he was gonna use something. The demon palm, I tried to use a little bit more in this match. He was ready for it though, unfortunately. He blocked, I think, almost every single one except for one. At the end there, I was afraid of getting hit on the ground. I knew if I was gonna jump, I was gonna have to try to cross up with the Hurricane Kick. Didn't do it, so I ran right into that. I knew he was waiting for it, so that was just a bad decision on my part. And once again, with the palm, I had been wanting to use it as a wake-up tool just to see what it can do, how it reacts to his headbutt and whatnot. But I'd been throwing it out there way too early. In that case, I used the wrong strength. I want to use the hard kick version, so that I got the splash damage afterwards. I think that might have been one of the only clean Dragon Punches I hit the entire time. He was very patient the whole time. He didn't rush me too much. He would get his hits in and then be careful about making his next move. But I did manage to catch him with a lot of EX fireballs or electric fireballs, and in that case right there I got lucky. If he had attacked a little bit sooner, I definitely would have taken that, and that would have been the end of the match. But I took the win on that one. I didn't want to use Oni's forward hard punch too much, just because his dash punches can be so quick, especially in half screen range. And a lot of these dash punches I'm getting hit by, I'm seeing coming and I'm trying to react to them, and rather than block them, I'm trying to reversal them, and I'm just not doing it quick enough. And that overhead palm is probably the only one I actually hit the entire match. So I'm trying right now not to get too crazy, but I'm trying to get out of the corner. Like, I don't mind being near the corner, but I don't want him with my back up against the corner because he's already hurt me a couple of times. And right there, I felt a dash punch coming and I wanted to get the ultra out, and I pressed forward for just a split second, not even going into the ultra motion, but just forward to try to get a little bit of distance out of the corner, and bam, right into a dash punch. Like I said, it comes out so quickly sometimes it's just hard to react to it fast enough. So that was the second match. Like I said, I don't want to just do matches that I win. I want to show some stuff where I lose and just try to learn from everything, and just show you guys, I'm not going to try to stroke my ego because I know I'm not one of the best guys out there. I still got a lot to learn, but I'm having fun doing it. So that was the second match. Like I said, it wasn't a bad match, and he's probably a lot closer in skill to me than some of the other guys that I'll probably end up playing, which is why I want to get some extra matches in with him. But that's maybe next time, maybe I'll find him again. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave a comment with the video. This is my first shot at this sort of thing, so there's a lot of things I can change or try to do better. So just let me know. Just let me know how it's looking, how it's sounding. I know there are issues with the audio, so that much is already known. But if you got any other comments, questions, or concerns, just let me know, and I'll try and work on them for the next episode. Thanks, guys.